My name is Chris Barclay, and certainly excited to be a part of the Hilltopper family. And it's a bit of a homecoming for me, being from the city of Louisville, just up the street. It's certainly an exciting time, and I'm ready to get started.
Coach, what kind of attracted you to this job and this position?
Well, just watching this program as a child coming up, and when I was a prospect, I certainly took a long look at Western, and then as I got into coaching, just to see the way the program is grown and really ascended through the ranks. I know they've come up through the 1AA ranks there, and then really had a lot of success early. And as I heard President say earlier today, I mean, this program is like a rocket ship right now. Just how quickly they're able to generate success here. I mean, just with Coach Brown and what he's brought here, his expertise, offensive prowess, it's certainly an honor to learn from a coach like Coach Brown.
What's your relationship like with him?
Great. We have a common denominator, and both of us are from the city of Louisville, and that means a lot to us. He's a legend there. I'd like to think I was a legend. If I'd stuck around, that probably would be the case. But, I had a pretty good career. I think we both really made our mark in our respective areas when we were playing. And obviously he's had a ton of success as a coach in a lot of different places. But with him at the helm here, I mean, this program, I think the sky's the limit. And it's just an honor to work for him and learn some more football.
How excited are you now as a coach to go back to the city of Louisville and coach some guys that were in your shoes, 10, 15 years ago? Or some guys?
Absolutely. I'm ecstatic. We've got a couple kids on the team already from the city of Louisville, and I believe the starting tailback, Ace Wells, is a Louisville kid. And, I've watched them over the past couple of years really have a ton of success, especially two Louisville kids, him as well as Taywan, who's a former PRP kid. And just to see the amount of success that these kids have had, it's really exciting for me. It's a bit of it's personal for me. I always like to see Louisville kids do well. But we've got a roster full of tremendous young men, high character individuals that have a passion for the game. And when you have that combination, along with great chemistry and a great coaching staff led by Coach Brown, I mean, you have that usually presents a lot of great results. And that's the reason why this program has done very well.
What do you think you can add to the offense? What kind of advice do you think you can give to some of these kids?
Well, I mean, it's a lot. I'm a fairly young coach, so I have the ability to relate on a number of different levels with them. Like I said, some of these kids are from the state of Kentucky, but having played the game on all three levels and learned from a lot of great coaches, I believe I've acquired quite a bit of knowledge just over the time that I played and in my short time coaching, that I can really offer some things to these young men that can help, I guess, take their game to the next level from a fundamental standpoint and just from an execution standpoint. Some things that I may see out there from my playing experience, being in different scenarios and different coaching situations, that I can really help these young men and maybe become more well-rounded players, as well as just overall more productive.
Your thoughts on this recruiting class as a whole, coming in late, just the job that the remaining coaches have done through that turnover to get these guys to the finish line?
Well, it's an excellent class. I mean, we're certainly excited about each and every one of these young men. I think one thing that stands out is they're all, people of high character. They all love to play the game, and they have great size and athleticism. That's something that, as I've watched this program, that's really jumped off the film, is just the amount of athleticism on the field. Kids play hard, they compete, and competition is a good thing. And I think top to bottom position group by position group, you have great competition. So that breeds, great success, I think, for everybody. It makes everybody step their game up a notch or two, and ultimately get the best out of each unit and the best out of the team collectively. So, this class is certainly, cornerstone type of class that we can continue to build on the success that we've had here, and add a few more pieces here moving forward that can certainly, in some cases, be dynamic playmakers for us, and in other cases, be some maulers up front and pass rushers up front on the defensive line, and some physical presence, defensively inside in the linebacker unit, and we've got some physical specimens on the back end coming in. Some kids local and some kids from distance. So I thought we did a great job handpicking the kids. Going on in different regions, and just selecting kids we feel can really help take this program to the next level.
How much of a draw was the fact for you coming here, the fact that even though Western is known for its passing in the last few years, they've still had so much success in the running game, have produced so many good running backs over the last 5 or 10 years?
Yeah, it's been very impressive just to see the balance. I think in today's game, it's hard to see that on a consistent basis. Usually you have a dynamic quarterback, and you're throwing for a bunch of yards, and maybe the running game isn't quite as productive as it was maybe the year before, but you come back and you may have a really special running back, and then all of a sudden the passing yards decline, and the rushing yards improve. But the way that he's been able to orchestrate this offense, I think the balance really poses a lot of threat to many of our opponents, and it's hard to prepare for, just because you're not sure. There's a lot of different weapons that you need to be prepared to defend, and obviously the last 4 years you've been fortunate to have Brandon Dowdy, but you've got, tremendous weapons on the outside. Numerous targets out there, as well as you had blessed with Higbee, who was a tremendous talent, and you had a stable of running backs that were phenomenal. So any one of those kids could just plug in and be playmakers, and again, it's a tribute to Coach Brom and the way he's able to see the game, having been a former quarterback. In the way he can see it and anticipate, his play calling is tremendous, and I'm just excited to learn and be a part and continue to help this program ascend.
What's your take on the Western Kentucky Marshall rivalry?
It's short, but certainly feisty, and in 2 years, it's been great matchups. I think both programs display great talent, a lot of athleticism on the field, all across the ball, all 3 phases. Well-coached teams, so you see pretty disciplined teams out there going after it. But it's that rivalry, I think, has really established itself in a short amount of time, and it's going to continue to grow. We have tremendous respect for Marshall, and Marshall has tremendous respect for Western. But we plan to make sure that we continue to keep that rivalry one-sided, if you will. And I look forward to participating in the rivalry and being on the other sideline and hopefully victorious in it. So certainly that's a game that I really anticipate.
Yes, Coach. Coach Barclay, thanks.